2-7 Infantry Regiment conducts a live fire exercise in Lithuania.
Operation Megaphone is happening at Fort Stewart.
And Fort Stewart honors Gold Star families.
Welcome to this week's Marne Report. I'm Caitlin Kenny.
And I'm Sergeant First Class Jonathan Bell with 3rd ID Public Affairs. Task Force 2nd Battalion, 7th Infantry Regiment, 1st Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, conducted a live fire exercise at Pobrade Training Area in Lithuania as part of Operation Atlantic Resolve. Sergeant Dean Gannon has more.
For this mission here for Atlantic Resolve, our task force has a very unique task organization. In addition to our 2 tank companies, we also have a light cavalry troop that is stationed up in Estonia, and here in Lithuania we have Eagle Troop, a infantry company with a tank platoon attached to it, serving here in Lithuania. As I see it, this firing demonstration has been an outstanding training opportunity for our tank platoon. And for this tactical scenario, our tank platoon is attached to the Algidus Battalion, part of the Iron Wolf Brigade. And as part of that attachment, the tank platoon has been given a mission to protect the eastern flank of the Algidus Battalion.
There's no doubt that this tank platoon is ready. We were fortunate in that over the past year and a half, we've done a lot of training as a battalion.
This event demonstrates the capability of the Abrams tank. It helps the Lithuanians understand what we bring to the battlefield, and now they have a better ability to think through how we incorporate tanks on the battlefield when we have the opportunities to work together. In our training, we'll continue exploring ways that we best complement the capabilities of each other. The Lithuanians have a tremendous army of their own, and what we want to do is make sure that we are complementing what they bring to the table as much as possible. I think absolutely they can feel safe, and I think they can feel safe because us being here demonstrates the commitment on the part of the American people to support our allies and partners in Europe. It's very important for us to have a strong Europe, and that's why we're here.
We got here, we spent 2 weeks prepping these tanks for this one day of shooting, and it all pays off once you pull that trigger and squeeze the main gun off.
Today marks the first time a U.S. tank has fired a main gun round inside of Lithuania. The tank crews that are here today, they came from Fort Stewart, Georgia, and this is their first time training in Lithuania. So we want to showcase the combat power that the United States Army can provide to our Lithuanian allies.
Family members who have lost a loved one in the service of our nation receive the designation Gold Star Family Member. The Gold Star symbolizes the ultimate sacrifice of our men and women in a ceremony hosted by 3rd Sustainment Brigade. Mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters were recognized for their loved one's sacrifice. Photojournalist Zach Renstrom was at the somber ceremony.
Your presence here today is a sign of your appreciation for the support you have received. No service we can provide you will come close to filling the void of your fallen family members. But I can assure you that we have no greater cause than to support you and your families and the soldiers who have died while serving this great nation.
This event, which they've had for several years now, lets us know that we're remembered as well as our husbands, spouses, sons, daughters. For me, it's real personal because this is where Darren was stationed. So I get to see the unit, some of the unit, and the place that we were at. So it's just a nice way of saying, hey, we still remember, we still care, and we love you.
It's a legacy. It's history. Letting everyone know that freedom isn't free. And some of us paid the ultimate price. And recognizing our Gold Star family members today lets them know that we still appreciate them to this day.
Warriors Walk started as a voluntary program, and it's designed to honor all the soldiers that were in the 3rd Division or attached to the 3rd Division who were killed in combat. And I think Warriors Walk is almost, well, it's just as important as Arlington. It is a place of healing where family members and soldiers can come and reconnect with their soldiers.
Darren is buried in Cobbtown, which is about an hour away, but I get more from coming to the tree because this was his place. It's nice to have a living memorial, and then to come to Warriors Walk and see a lot of his brothers that were here. It's just quiet reflection, quiet remembrance.
Soldiers assigned to 3rd Sustainment Brigade take a day to enjoy themselves with some friendly competition and action-packed fun at Camp Arif John Kuwait. Specialist Rochelle Prince Kruger has more.
The providers of 3rd Sustainment Brigade enjoyed a day off of work for some friendly competition in an action-packed organizational day.
So we wanted to celebrate two things. Our organizational day is heading on the downward slope going home, and secondly, the month of April is the Sexual Assault Awareness and Prevention Month. So we wanted to celebrate both of those events.
We came together to participate in athletic events. We had volleyball, dodgeball, 3-on-3 basketball tournaments. Our command group performed with music and playing the guitar. We have a talent show to showcase the talent within the 3rd Sustainment soldiers and officers.
So we have a bunch of old guys, seniors. I'm the brigade commander, and so I played rhythm guitar and sing, and then we have our doc, our surgeon, who plays bass guitar for us. One of the RCENT chaplains plays lead guitar with us, and our brigade chaplain plays rhythm guitar, and then our H-Rod chief plays drums. So we've been playing together for just a couple months to get ready for today.
Sharp Awareness Month is where we bring attention and awareness to all the sexual assaults and sexual harassments that go across the Army. And we kind of broaden it so that way we can bring attention to it across the Army. You know, it's one of the Army's #1 priorities. Today we conducted two things. We actually did a flash mob, which we started with the Sharp Shake, and then we went into Sharp Bingo, which went very well, both of them.
Reporting from Camp Arif John Kuwait, this is Specialist Roe Prince Kruger.
In our next story, 4th Infantry Brigade Combat Team welcomed a new Command Sergeant Major.
With a click of the saber, Command Sergeant Major Scott Cahill assumed responsibility for 4th Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division from Command Sergeant Major Alan Hummel during a ceremony at Fort Stewart's Marne Gardens on April 8th.
And it is a wonderful day as we honor a tremendous warfighter for his contributions to 4th Brigade, and we welcome an equally impressive soldier into the annals of the rich Marne history.
Command Sergeant Major Hummel served as the senior enlisted advisor to the commander of 4th Brigade for 2 years, which began with a deployment to Afghanistan within days of him arriving at the unit.
To all the command teams and staff, thank you for your endless support to the brigade and all of its ideas. To the soldiers of the brigade, can I have a round of applause for That Is Vanguard?
Command Sergeant Major Cahill arrived to the Vanguard Brigade after serving as the senior enlisted advisor for the 5th Battalion, 20th Infantry Regiment, 3rd Brigade, 2nd Infantry Division at Fort Lewis, Washington.
My family and I are very happy to be back in Georgia, looking forward to serving in 4th Brigade with you.
For 4th Infantry Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division Public Affairs, I'm Sergeant Bob Yarbrough.
4th Brigade will reflag as 2nd Brigade this summer, shortly before Command Sergeant Major Cal Hill and Colonel Gukheisen lead the Spartans to JRTC.
Listen up, soldiers. This is going to be a 40 weekend that is well deserved. I want everyone to enjoy themselves. If you drink, do not drive. You have heard me state my zero tolerance policy about this kind of thing before.
Sergeant Zero, pay attention. This is important. Truck driver rules are the Article 15. Am I understood?
Roger, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major's right. I want to give anyone another Article 15 on Monday. Company attention. Dismissed. Hey, Zero, ready to drive? Yeah, we only had a few. You sure? Yeah.
He's just buzzed. He'll be fine.
Whatever do you see at PT on Monday.
How you doing, sir? Sergeant Evans, Fort Stewart Military Police. Let me see your license, registration, proof of insurance.
So you've been drinking tonight?
Yeah, I've had a few.
Okay, well let me go back to the car, run your license, and I'll be right back. All right, sir, could you go ahead and step out of the vehicle? I'm going to place you under apprehension for suspected DUI. All right. Place your hands on your back.
Sergeant Zero, after looking at all the evidence presented to me, I find you guilty of driving while intoxicated. I take this matter very seriously, as you could have injured yourself or other innocent people. Your counseling file indicates you signed the Marne Pledge, and you were briefed on the consequences of driving while intoxicated, yet you chose to make a childlike decision to do so. Do you have anything to say before I decide your punishment?
No, ma'am.
You're dismissed. Wait outside. Sergeant Zero, I sentence you to 45 days extra duty, 45 days restriction, reduction in rank to E1, forfeiture of a half month's pay for 2 months, and I'm recommending you be chaptered out of the Army as a rehab failure.
Step back.
The safety of the community is important to Team Stewart.
This April, help reduce the number of DUIs in 3rd ID. We can all do better looking out for our fellow soldiers. Have some Marne pride. Don't drink and drive.
Coming up on the Marne Report, military teens get ready for Operation Megaphone.
Hello, welcome. My name is Captain Christina Yavorski, and this is Staff Sergeant Nee Rivera. I'm a registered dietitian at Wynn Army, and she is my clinical NCOIC. So today we're going to be cooking light. What this is going to be is basically all these ingredients are going to make dishes that you could use in a slow cooker or a microwave. So that is the whole concept of cooking light, quick and easy meals that you can make in the comfort of your own barracks. So I figure, hey, for this first series, let's go ahead and make something where we think of home. What is more home than comfort foods? In particular, how about Italian? So you have what? Spaghetti, chicken parmesan, you have pizza. So that is pretty much the theme today. In Italian cooking, there's plenty of lycopene. And so what is lycopene? You usually find this in tomatoes. So what we have here today is some tomato sauce. So cooked tomatoes are actually going to be your best sources. So what is lycopene? It is a very strong antioxidant, and what that really in particular means for all the benefits and all that is, well, whenever there's free radicals in your body / damaged cells, these kind of help with that and kind of balancing it out. So it also is associated in the prevention and the treatment of certain cancers like cervix, bladder, prostate, lung, all sorts of things. So tomatoes are a good source of lycopene, as well as guava, watermelon, papaya, apricots. So there's a lot out there. Now I'm probably certain that you most likely heard of lycopene even as a supplement. With this kind of thing, one thing to remember is whenever it comes to food, you will absorb food, this nutrition from food, way better than if you were to get it from a pill. That being said, if you are doing that, or if you're interested in doing something like that, I don't know if anyone's heard of the Armed Forces Operation Supplement Safety website. And basically it'll give you all the information that you need to say, hey, am I wasting my money? Is this worth it? Or should I just go ahead and make myself some pizza casserole? which is what we're gonna be doing today. First, we have here some ground beef. What we're gonna do with this ground beef is cook it in the microwave for about 2 minutes in this casserole dish. Just make sure that it's microwave safe, okay? So in here, it goes 2 minutes on high. All right, so we're gonna wait for that to cook. When it gets ready, we're pretty much gonna drain it and mix it a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and add some of the vegetables, in particular the onions. We'll get that till it's a little bit more translucent, and then the meat's a bit more brown. From there, we'll continue adding more ingredients and keep on cooking. So we're gonna go ahead and add the ground beef with the onions. Okay, get all that in there. Then we're gonna go ahead and add about a 1/2 cup of the bell peppers. Okay, go ahead and put in that fresh basil, the 1/2 cup of mushrooms. We're gonna also add the 4 ounces of turkey pepperoni. And then we're actually gonna put in the sauce. This container is about 45 ounces. We only need about 32. So we're gonna go ahead and pour that on there. And then let's go ahead and add those herbs and spices with the garlic, the oregano, and the Italian seasoning. Then once you have all that, go ahead and we mix it all up. The other thing that we're gonna go ahead and add now is the noodles. So about 2 cups of the noodles. Just keep on mixing. Whenever you're measuring water, you want to make sure that it is on a flat surface and you actually look at it at eye level, okay? The reason for that is because when you're at this angle, it might be a little bit off. So the best thing to know is it's at eye level and you have the watermark right at where you need it to be, okay? So it is at 1.5. Good. Go ahead and add the water. All right. Perfect. Just mix it one more quick little time in there. And then it'll be ready for the microwave for about 10.5 minutes. So the pizza casserole has been in for about 10.5 minutes. Now we're gonna top it with about 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese. And all we have to do is put it back in for about 30 seconds to a minute, just until all that cheese is melted, and it'll be ready to go. Hi, Private Johnston. Hi, we would love your help to come ahead and taste our pizza casserole. Let me go scoop you some of this pizza casserole here. The noodles are nice and soft, the whole grain noodles. Go ahead. You probably want to blow on it. What do you think?
Delicious, man. I love it.
Thanks. So there's a pizza casserole with all those benefits of the lycopene. So if you want to go ahead and check out that recipe, it's going to be marnehealth.com, and you'll have several other recipes in there about how to cook in the microwave and in the slow cooker. And also try to get those benefits from the lycopene with this wonderful Italian cooking. Thank you very much, and I am Captain Jaworski, and this is Staff Sergeant Nee Rivera, and this is Cooking Light.
Welcome back to the Marne Report. Are you looking for some fun things to do with your family? Then let's check in with Molly Cook, who's here to give us a look at an upcoming event.
Hi, I'm Molly Cook, and this is your MWR Minute. If there's a wedding in your future, you won't want to miss the bridal event and expo at Club Stewart from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. on April 26th. The expo will be a one-stop place to meet with a wide range of professionals who can help reduce the stress that goes along with planning a wedding. Attendees will be able to preview the hottest trends in table design, flowers, cakes, catering, and decor, as well as learn about hair and beauty, jewelry, limousines, and fashion. The cost is $7 per person in advance, $10 at the door, and includes an elegant hors d'oeuvres buffet. In addition to the afternoon's exciting events, brides-to-be will be given swag bags and are invited to pre-register by April 24th at Club Stewart for an opportunity to receive a free wedding dress. A drawing will also be held for a $500 wedding reception gift certificate. For more information, please call 912-767-4717. To learn more about our upcoming events, visit us online at www.stewartmwr.com or www.huntermwr.com. FMWR, we're your complete destination for families, fun, and fitness.
From April 14th to the 16th, Mid-Coast Regional Airport at Fort Stewart's Wright Army Airfield hosted an exhibition on loan from a Texas college that focuses on the Women Air Force Service Pilots, or WASP for short. These civilian pilots were employed to fly military aircraft under the direction of the United States during World War II.
It's a unique piece of Americana in its own right, just as an aviation thing, but what more importantly, I think from a diversity, if you look back into the 1930s and 40s, the fact that we actually employed females in the aviation flying business in support of the war effort, it was kind of unique.
Give your taste buds a treat at the Stewart Hunter 75th Anniversary Brews and Bites event, starting at 5 p.m. May 15th at the Hunter Club. Chat with a Service Brewing Company sommelier as you taste featured brews produced by the Savannah Brewing Company. Master chefs will prepare hors d'oeuvres to pair perfectly with each featured beer at 4 sampling stations. Purchase advance tickets at $25 per person until May 12th at Club Stewart or at Hunter Club. Tickets are $30 per person after May 12th. The event can accommodate 100 people and is open to the public. For more information, call 912-315-4603.
Fort Stewart will be participating in Operation Megaphone April 24th, starting at 7 p.m. at the Youth Center located behind Diamond Elementary School. This 24-hour worldwide event is for military teenagers across all U.S. military branches. The event focuses on key issues that affect military teens, and this year's theme is the importance of teenagers in leadership roles. The Fort Stewart lock-in is $10 for CYSS members and $15 for non-members. All participants must be DoD ID card holders. This event will have games, basketball, art and cooking classes, videos, and so much more. And you don't want to miss this fun night, so sign up by Wednesday, April 22nd. For more information, call the Youth Center at 912-767-4491.
To find out what's happening across Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, and Kelly Hill, we turn to the Frontline newspaper.
Let's check in with Martha Jackson for this week's news.
Hello everyone, I'm Martha Jackson with FMWR, standing in for Elvia Kelly, and I will be giving you the latest details from the front line. For the April 16th edition, you can expect to see how SOAR soldiers gave their daughters a night to remember, see 1st Brigade soldiers train in Lithuania, and check out who was rewarded for their bravery. The trumpets echoed as the announcement of Lord Jeffrey and Lady Ava Grace was made. They walked beneath raised swords as their entrance was hailed. At the bottom of the walkway, Jeffrey handed Ava a rose and told her he loved her. She smiled and said, "I love you too, Daddy." Specialist Jeffrey Mitchell, 3rd Battalion, 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, Airborne, and his daughter Ava Grace, age 4, were attending his unit's first ever daddy-daughter relationship training and riverboat cruise in Savannah. Fort M1A2 Abrams main battle tanks conducted a live fire demonstration for the Lithuanian Minister of Defense, members of the Lithuanian Army, and civilians showcasing the 120mm main gun, an M240 Bravo, a 7.62 millimeter, and M2A1 50 caliber machine guns. This was the first time U.S. Army tanks fired in Lithuania. The historic event demonstrated the United States' commitment to maintaining a strong Europe and highlighted ongoing training with NATO allies during Atlantic Resolve. Chief Warrant Officer 4 Mike Carmen, Brigade Aviation Mission Survivability Officer, Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 3rd Combat Aviation Brigade, along with his sons Miguel and Enrique, were recognized for their efforts which potentially saved a young woman's life during an award ceremony on Hunter Army Airfield. Carmen, an Indianapolis native, and his sons were at Atlanta February 14th for a soccer tournament the boys were competing in. They had no idea they would be participants in a heroic effort to save a young woman's life. Join us on the Marne Report to catch the most current news and events found on the front line across Fort Stewart, Hunter Army Airfield, and online at our Team Stewart website at stewartfrontline.com.
Coming up, get your kids excited about a nationwide youth race.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do us. What's wrong with you? It's not getting
You are dealing with pain, anger, a heaviness. It feels like there is no way out. It seems like you are in this by yourself, battling alone. But you are part of one Army family, shoulder to shoulder with a community there to get you through these hard times. There is no shame, no guilt in seeking out help. So if you are struggling, feeling depressed, or even having thoughts of suicide, it is time to talk to someone. Your Army family is committed to finding you the strength and hope you need to rebound from adversity. Because, above all else, our most essential resource is you.
Welcome back. In this week's Task Force Fitness, get ready for the America's Armed Forces Kids Run. This non-competitive run, which is part of a national event in support of Armed Forces Day, will start at 9 a.m. Saturday, May 16th at Jordan Fitness Center on Fort Stewart. Youth ages 5 to 13 are invited to participate. The length of the run will be based on the child's age. There's no charge and T-shirts will be given to all youth participants. Sign up at americakidsrun.org by clicking on registration at the left and then selecting Fort Stewart from the drop-down menu. For more information, call 912-767-1428.
That's all for this week's Marne Report.
You can watch the Marne Report in the morning at 5, 5:30, and 8 and 8:30, noon and in the evening at 5 and 5:30, 9 and 11. Or, as always, check us out on the web at stewart.army.mil and subscribe to the 3rd ID YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Have a great week.
Rock to the Marne.